WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
Listen on the app.
Online, in the car, it's on all the time.
Ready, set, set.
I wrote to your station manager about your show, and the funny things that you think's funny aren't funny, yet you're still on the air.
Turn it up. We're giving the show.
Hey, you up yet? You're hanging out in Johnny's house.
XL 1067.
Good morning. 6 o'clock, Orlando's number one hit music station is XL 1067. You are listening to Johnny's house. It is Monday. It is cold all over again. I know you enjoyed the weekend, but it's time to get back to winter. Mostly sunny today with a high of 61. Kind of gusty breezes out. It is 50 right now.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, we got the two teams playing in the Super Bowl now.
What?
The Carolina Panthers and...
Yeah, that'll never.
One day.
So mean. So the Chiefs beat out the Baltimore Ravens 17-10.
Shenanigans on that one, by the way.
I know.
That was all Taylor Swift slanted.
I know. And then the NFC Championship, the 49ers came back in the second half and beat the Detroit Lions, which I feel like a lot of people were going for the Lions.
I was going for the Lions.
I feel
It's
like
a good
America
story.
was going for them.
Me too.
Yes.
Plus, I wanted to see Eminem and Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl.
Of course,
Yes.
yeah. So,
Yes.
I mean, so that's what you got. You got the Chiefs and then the... Oh, my God. 49ers.
Yeah.
49ers
Yeah.
that are
Going
going to
to
be playing in the
Vegas.
Super Bowl.
Heading to Vegas.
So that is happening on February 11th, 6:30, and that is going to be on CBS. The official trailer has been released for Usher's halftime performance. They're calling it 30 years in the making.
Okay.
So if you want to check that out, I know that's on our website right now, but the trailer has like a ton of different people in it. Lots of musicians.
Really?
LeBron James is in it. J Balvin, Jungkook. So I don't know if that's going to give a little hint on what's happening or if it's just like whatever.
It ain't a halftime unless LeBron James perform it.
Snoop Dogg already
saying.
offered to perform with Usher.
Yeah.
He was like, if he calls me, I'll do it. I'm like, why would he call you?
Yeah, really.
Right?
Why?
That's funny.
I crunched the numbers pretty instantly to make sure Taylor could make it. She can.
I know. I saw that you
Logistically
posted
speaking.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because she
people
does
were
have a
curious.
show where in
On the
Tokyo.
10th in Tokyo, but because of the time difference, because they're so far ahead of Vegas, she could jump on the private jet right after the show,
Yeah.
and she'll make it in time to get a little nap and then still hang out with Travis.
Well, I mean,
so
if
funny.
she's committed, she'll be there.
Oh, she'll be there.
If she
I
loves
know.
him.
If you saw the pictures floating around all over
Yeah.
social media, she was on the field.
She was on the
giving,
field before they even got back from commercial break.
Yes, giving kisses and all that good
That's
stuff.
my
Dude,
man's.
The coach from the podium was getting the trophy. He reached over and gave a little point to Taylor, and she pointed back.
Are you serious?
As he's taking the trophy, he's giving love to Taylor Swift.
Can you imagine you another player? How come he ain't pointed us? We on the team.
Because you ain't Taylor Swift.
I was looking at the people like behind them, and some of the people that are just like so annoyed already that like even the people that are part of his own team or like
Of
people that work for the
course.
Chiefs are like, oh.
But now you're just hating because you want to be in that circle, you
I
know?
mean, hey, she created the circle.
Yeah.
She came up into that little area they used to watch the game was pretty
Yeah.
boring.
I'm a football fan and not really a Taylor Swift fan. And it doesn't bother me. I don't understand why people get so bent because Taylor Swift is there. Who
Yeah.
cares, man?
I don't know. So speaking of Taylor Swift, Morgan Wallen did his best Taylor Swift impression
Okay.
over the weekend. I don't know if you saw this. So, I mean, we play some of his songs, but Morgan Wallen explained the whole thing, what happened back in 2014. He went to Florida and he was trying to make his own original music for the first time. This led to him recording and getting a management deal.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he signed a lot of papers without any legal representation,
Oh, no.
and they've been releasing some of his songs.
Yep.
So he tried to rewrite or re-release Spin You Around, which he made 10 years ago because they're releasing it without his consent, but they don't need to get his consent. So he's like, listen, we made 13 songs. Some were okay. Most were terrible. And now they're like releasing some of them.
Here's what happens when you're a new artist. You don't have a lot of money. And you got some company or some management team that's interested in you. In your mind, here's my break. They can give you stacks and stacks of papers.
Yeah.
And say pretty much, they'll tell you, go, it's pretty much standard, but go find some legal representation. You don't have money to get legal representation.
Yeah.
So you sign it.
Well, and he didn't write most of it, so I was reading, like, it's all songs he doesn't like.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he was just doing it. Now, the one he redid was one that actually took off that his fans like. He plays it live.
Yeah.
And so he's like, okay, I'll redo that one.
Yeah.
But the rest of it, they dropped it as a new Morgan Wallen
Yes.
album.
And
he's
he
like,
posted, he was like,
but they own the rights, so
Yup.
they can technically do that.
They can do that.
Yeah. What he said, he was like, I want you to know that this is not my new music, and I cringe when I listen to these songs. And he ended it with, trust me, with when new music is ready, you'll hear it from me directly. So, I don't know. He was just really mad.
Megan Thee Stallion signed one of those deals.
Yeah.
And she was like, took her years to get out of it.
Well, 2014 was like a full 8 years before he blew up. So it's not what you know of Morgan Wallen.
No.
Like when you hear old Post Malone, it's not what Post Malone sounds like. But I mean,
but
he was on like a duck hunt, and he tweeted, he's like, I'm in the middle of a duck hunt right now, but I gotta tell you guys, this is not my new music.
But it just makes you angry. They took advantage of 90% of the people that they signed those contracts to, nothing happened.
Right.
Yeah.
But for him, it's like, they got me.
because he
And then
blew
they-
up, and now they own the rights, and they're like, let's do it.
Ain't nothing I can do about that. All right, those stories that are weird, but they're true on the way on a Monday right here on Johnny's House. So you maxed out your credit cards over the holiday. Well, XL1067, you know what? We want to pay your bills. We're giving you a chance to win $1,000 to pay your bills, and we're going to do it 13 times a day. All you have to do, listen to our keyword at the top of the hour on XL1067, and we're doing this weekdays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Start 2024 with $1,000 to pay your bills on XL1067, sponsored by Dan Newland, Injury Attorneys.
Direct from Hollywood with Ryan Seacrest.
There's plenty of fads and trends in Hollywood where stars skip carbs, they skip sugar, they skip alcohol, but David Duchovny avoids something else for the sake of his health: electric lights. He shared his reasoning with the Sunday Times, saying, because I like to get up so early, I go to bed pretty early too, I feel electric light has really messed with our sense of mind and body, and that we were made to hide in the cave at night from predators and wake up with the sun, so I try to do that. Constitutionally, I feel like that works for me. I get up at dawn because those are my best thinking and writing hours. That's the best time of the day for me. I have coffee. That makes me think I'm brilliant for 10 minutes. His latest alongside Meg Ryan, What Happens Later's on VOD.
That's Direct from Hollywood.
Feeling trapped with that old phone? Don't. Getting a new phone is easy. Come into Verizon and get one of our best phones on us with Select Trade-In on Unlimited Ultimate Plan and get a plan that helps you save by only paying for what you need. Act now and get a brand new phone at your Verizon store today. $999.99 device payment or full retail purchase with new smartphone line on Unlimited Ultimate Plan required. Less up to $1,000 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. 0% APR. Trade-in conditions apply.
Every September, the biggest superstars from all genres of music converge on Las Vegas to play a festival that is like no other on the planet.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival.
16 artists over 2 epic nights on one stage.
This is where I can't believe it actually happens.
And these artists have all been part of it.
Taylor Swift,
Kenny Chesney,
Billie Eilish,
Jay-Z,
Jennifer Lopez,
Coldplay,
Carrie Underwood,
Foo Fighters,
Megan Thee Stallion,
Luke Combs, Elton John, Green Day, Justin Timberlake,
Rihanna.
U2, Tim McGraw,
Mariah Carey,
Paul McCartney,
Drake.
They've all been there.
Now, make this the year you go to.
Capital One cardholders get first access to tickets starting this Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific for 24 hours only or while supplies last.
Go to iHeartRadio.com/festival to buy yours before this year's lineup is announced.
And we'll see you in Las Vegas for our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Make that switch to City Kia.
This is Raul Gomila, General Manager of City Kia. Start the new year in a new City Kia. Save up to $8,000 on select new Kias. Payments as low as $119 a month. See dealer for detail. Thousands have made the switch to City Kia, and you can too. Nobody beats a City Kia deal. Nobody. Why? Because City Kia has the magic. Visit us at citykia.com.
Make that switch to City Kia.
We've seen it 1,000 times. Insurance companies using the same tired excuses not to pay. They'll say you're really not hurt, or that your injury is from an old accident. That's why it's so important to hire a law firm who has their own medical experts, who know how to fight excuses with facts. When they bring excuses, we bring the truth. And truth is power. Farah and Farah, here for you, here for good. Orlando.
This week at Target, you'll find great deals for everyone. Save 25% on delicious treats from Favorite Day, like seasonal cookies, candy, and more with Target Circle. Prep for your spring getaway with 30% off swim for the whole family, or save 50% on the Sur La Table 5-quart air fryer. And discover great pet deals at Target. Right now, save 20% on Fresh Step or Up and Up cat litter. Check back each week for more new ways to save. But hurry, these deals end Saturday, so it's time for a Target run. Restrictions apply. See Target.com for details.
From the Bogan Munz & Munz Weather Center. Injured? Choose results. Choose Bogan Munz & Munz.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Pop Rewind, hit music from the 2000s through today. Pink, Ed Sheeran, Taylor Swift, Bruno Mars, Imagine Dragons, and more. I'm in love with the shape of you. Try something new for 2024. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Pop Rewind, and listen now. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
.619 is Monday, and Johnny's house. You're thinking, oh, man, it's going to be warm. No, it's cold, y'all. It's going to be cold again for next week or so. Mostly sunny with a high of 61. It is 50 right now. Love these weird stories, but they have to be true. What's going on, B?
We've seen this a few times. In fact, there's a documentary out right now on Netflix about this similar situation. So there's an elderly woman who said her children never visited her, never took care of her when she got older and sick, so she changed her will. She left $2.8 million to her cats and dogs.
Woo!
Her name is Lou, and she has cut her 3 children out of her will. She says they didn't come over and take care of me. They didn't check on me. They didn't do any of that stuff. They had all the money in the will originally, but she said, you know what? I'm changing this right now. Wow. And so she said all of her money must be used to care for her pets and any of her pets' offspring.
Wow.
So she's taking care of the dogs.
Yeah, I was just going to say, because I feel like
You know
that
what?
money's going to
Cats.
last longer than the cats.
She was sitting there one lonely night saying, you know what, my family ain't here, but you know who's here? Y'all are here. And I'll make sure all of y'all are taken care of.
So she's leaving a local vet that she's been going to for years as the administrator of the inheritance to make sure that they take care of the animals, which I'm sure they will also take care of other animals.
Of course.
At the practice. And so she says all of it. Not one dime to the kids.
If I was a kid, I'd sue. My mama was not in her right mind.
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they will.
Yeah. Of course they are.
I'm sure they will.
Yes.
But that's what you get for not taking care of your mama.
Go take care of your mama.
I'm serious. Take care of your mama. It's good to donate food to food banks. That's like a good thing to do.
It is.
But you shouldn't donate your expired food to food banks.
No.
So there's a food bank worker that found a product that had been expired for 25 years.
Come on.
Wow.
That's called cleaning the pantry right there.
That's like a collectible at that point.
So they were checking these new donations for the bank, and they saw a label on a can of cheese sauce that looked a little faded, and it didn't really look right. So they looked further at it, and it expired June 9th, 1998.
Whoa.
It was the oldest item they've ever received.
If you really want to get sick, open that can.
Yeah.
It was older than some of the people that actually work at the food bank.
Yeah.
Like, because there's people under 25 that work there. Now, some foods are okay forever.
Yeah.
Like honey, vinegar, white rice, I
Twinkies.
think. Stuff like that. Twinkies. But in this case, onion cheese sauce, no, not so much.
Nasty.
If you're donating food, great. But don't clean out your pantry.
If I work there, I'm like, hey, you know me. I got $50. Somebody open that can. Now I'm going to go in the other room.
Yeah,
Because I know
right.
the smell is coming out of the can.
Yeah. Oh, you know, someone's like, I'll pay you $100 to eat it.
Oh.
Yeah, of course.
Go on TikTok, though.
Yeah,
and
Will.
over the weekend, we've seen this a few times before, too. The social justice protesters threw some soup at the Louvre Museum at the Mona Lisa.
I cannot believe I saw it, bro.
So they've done this before. They call it food response.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's supposed to tell the world that we all have the right to healthy and sustainable food. But no one really gets the message when you do that. Like, we don't really understand what you're doing it for. And in this case, the Mona Lisa is actually covered by a protective glass.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it kind of like defeats.
If you've ever gone, it's in a certain room by itself. It's in a protective glass that's so thick. They have guards around it, so you pretty much threw soup on the wall.
Right, but they made it to the little rope, and
yeah.
they threw the soup up there. Then they climbed the rope and stood next
How'd
to
they
it
get the soup in?
for photos. I don't know.
It was in a tumbler container,
Oh,
and then they just kind of opened it and started throwing
and
it.
damn
Yeah.
Stanley cups.
Yeah,
That's what they
damn
did. They
Stanley.
brought it in a damn Stanley cup.
Yeah.
Well, luckily in 1933, the Philip W. Drackett Company invented Windex.
Yes.
So we're going to be cool. The Mona Lisa is not endangered, and we still don't know why you threw soup at it.
They took people out 15 minutes, cleaned it back up, come on right back in.
Yeah.
Right. I don't understand.
Ah,
and it's worth
so-
like a gazillion dollars. Had
It
they
is.
damaged it,
Yeah.
woo, there's
I
no
mean-
way they could cover it.
It's thick glass. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's small, too.
It's very
not
small.
even like
Oh, yeah.
what you think it is. No.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, they wasted some soup on it.
All right, we come back. High schoolers getting ready for school. We got questions about your high school parties. So listen up. We'll talk about that when we get back on Johnny's House.
From Sanford to SeaWorld, you're waking up with Johnny's House on XL 1067. More next.
6:35, it is Johnny's house. We're going to talk to somebody in the room over the weekend, hung out with some millionaires and found out how their kids party. Want to find out if high schoolers, you party like that too. Got that story coming up on Johnny's house. Oh, 6:38. This is Johnny's house on a Monday. Sunny and breezy today. 61 is the high we're looking at, and right now it is 50. I didn't do anything really over the weekend. I hung out with the kid. Went on a date night Saturday night, and then watched football yesterday. What did you do, B?
Same. I didn't do much at all.
Yeah.
I was going to go out and do something. My wife wasn't feeling good. Friday night, we went to Disney Springs and just exchanged some sunglasses at Sunglass Hut, and then that was it. I laid on the couch all day on Saturday and Sunday. Watched football. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
And the Reese?
I hosted the Valkyries game.
How did they do? They win?
No.
Oh, it's okay.
But it was such a great
I saw pictures of the
game.
crowd, and it looked like it was packed.
Yeah, no, that game went into like deep overtime.
Yeah.
I don't think I left the arena till like 10:30 or
Nice,
something.
nice.
But it's such a great game. I highly recommend it. Volleyball is such a beautiful sport. And it's just back and forth and back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody get slammed in the face?
No, but we got a player though. She's like 5'7". She was crushing it, just jumping. I'm like, I was
I want to go in the face.
That was in the face.
That was in the face. I want to do that. I want to do that so badly. I want to do that.
Yeah. Then I hosted the Solar Bears game, and then Sunday I pretty much chilled and did some music practice.
I thought you were going to see the fam.
I was like, nope. Rain check. I couldn't. I was so tired
after all that.
Yeah. Oh wait, and then I went to that expo thing that Ray you were telling me about.
Oh yeah, the Simply Clean Expo.
Oh yeah, and I got my sneakers on too. I walked.
You
I
see
bought
ya.
some. Look at this.
So it wasn't Simply Clean with your family?
You rich.
No.
You bought Nikes at an expo? You rich.
Yeah, you
I
are,
just
really.
I fit in young boys' shoes.
Young boy shoes, but not your family.
Terrible.
You buy custom shoes. I don't want to hear you complain about money.
But your family ain't getting no custom shoes. And Ray.
I buy clearance shoes.
I do too. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ray, how was yours?
It was good. Friday, I had the charity event for the Carrie Ann DeMott Foundation, which was very nice.
Yes,
it was a beautiful night. We raised a lot of money, and then the next morning we went to Ponte Vedra and headed out that way, and it was just beautiful.
Really? I left something out. I went to Dark Dillard. What do you call it?
Dirty Dillard.
I call it Woo!
The Dirty Dillards.
Bruh, gotta go.
I saw somebody post this weekend. They were like, I heard about the Dirty Dillards, Dillards on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yes.
The Oak Ridge?
Okay.
Woo, bruh.
I'm going to have to go there then.
Bruh.
Give me a reaction. You got me wanting to go too.
You know, I like clearance.
It is incredible.
I shouldn't have put it out there like that, but bruh.
Yeah. You'll get like $100 dress for like $40.
They had racks of black dresses said $9.99.
Yep.
Woo! I don't even need dresses. I'll go buy them.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ray. Go ahead. I ain't mean to cut you off.
I was going into the dress business.
I went to Dirty Dillard. Hey, straight up, Dirty Dillard.
It's so good.
Go ahead.
You got to get the mothball smell out of it.
Hey,
but,
whatever.
Anyways, but we went to Ponte Vedra Beach, and it was really cool. It was really nice. Yes, we went to your spot. I won't even say the name on it.
It's members only, right? Like rich people.
It is members only.
I'm not a member.
But you can get in if you book in advance.
Yes, you can.
So we did that, and we were just hanging out in the hot tub talking to some of these people, and I'm like, wow, I don't belong here whatsoever.
Straight up money up in there.
Millionaires. All they do is just talk about what they have, what they do, who they know.
Yep.
It is just.
It's a country club and a tennis club.
Yes.
And all of that in one.
It is insane. So, anyways, but this woman was talking about how her son was down at Gasparilla doing that, and then she has a 15-year-old daughter who was going to a multi-million-dollar house party that she called a
15
Rager. Yes, and I was like, what?
Rager.
I was like, did your 15-year-old use Rager? Because we used to use the word Rager.
I'm sure she didn't use Rager.
Well, you know it all comes back around.
Yeah, we used to call it keggers and stuff like that. So she was like, yeah, there's like a guest list. It's on like on the beach. And I'm like, really?
What kind of party?
And I was like, but you know your daughter's going to be doing some things that
You said that?
Yeah, that she shouldn't be doing. She's like, yeah, I know, but she has an Uber account that is attached to my credit card, so she has no excuse not to get home.
And then
she
after that, she said, I'm not a regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
Yeah, seriously, she did. She did.
Did she?
She did, basically. So I'm like, wow, that's actually pretty smart. She's like, my daughter's so open to me to tell me like what she's been doing and what her friends are doing. So she's like, it's kind of like that open conversation all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought back to like the Ragers that I went to in high school.
Yes.
When the cops would come and we would all have to run and.
Listen, I grew up in the South, and I was bused to my high school, and there was two types of parties. Now, my high school was in a rich neighborhood. Brian knows where it is.
Yeah.
And I used to go to parties, and these kids used to openly have beer.
Yes.
Cop would come by and say, hey, Tom, how you doing? Hey, you kids, be careful.
Yeah.
Then I went to parties on my side of town. One beer was found. They shut the whole party down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. But yeah.
It's the same thing when we used to go to parties on Markham Woods Road.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like acceptable.
Yes.
Like you would drop your name at the gate and they're like, okay, have a good day.
See, we didn't go to parties that were at people's houses. We used to go to a super rich neighborhood that they stopped building. So there was shells of a bunch of houses.
Oh, that's fun.
Went there?
And we used to go and have parties in the shells of the houses because nobody would ever go in there. Because it was way back in the cut. And then we used to also have parties under the overpass out there by the river in 46 where it's kind of by where
where the tiny house was?
Yes.
Over that way.
What is it? Now it's something live.
Cabana Live.
Cabana Live, yeah.
So there's an overpass where the boat ramp is. It's nice now, but back in the day it was just dirt.
And y'all would just hang out
So
there?
we would go back under there and and nobody would come down there. So like we would have parties there all the time. There's probably alligators in the woods, all that stuff.
Yeah.
When I moved here again many years ago, that's when they had rages and stuff. They go out to an orange grove, brought generators, and there'd be thousands of people there.
We used to go out to the fields by the flea market.
Yeah,
but
and somebody bring a generator with a DJ?
No, they didn't do generators, but when it was under the overpass, all the big trucks would turn their lights on, and they had the big lights at the top. And they would just play the music.
Did it smell down there?
Wow.
Yeah, no.
It
was muddy. Yeah, it was dirty. Yeah.
That sounds like a fun party, though.
It was a good time, though. Yeah.
Reese, how about you?
Growing up in Boca, I mean, if you're from Boca, you know that it's the rich people.
Yeah.
And, like, I never made it out to, like, those kinds of party. But I remember I had one friend of a friend of a friend who I went to a house and she, like, because that's how much of, like, my friends weren't that rich.
4 degrees separated.
You heard about parties sixth hand.
Yes, I went to her house and she's loaded. And I looked at it and she was like, yeah, I'm going to have a party later. I was like, well, dang, want an invite.
Yep.
Hey, man, 17-year-olds got kegs coming in.
Yes.
Yeah, wild.
Listen, if you're in high school now, we're just kind of curious. Enlighten us. What types of parties do you attend? Do people have house parties? You wait till the parents are out of town. Those are the best ones when the family left and you had to have families out of town. Invitation only, name at the gate. Or they just have a couple friends over and just get together. If you're in high school, we want to talk to you. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. I know you're getting ready to go to school. If you can't call, you can text. The XL Mobile is 41067. Social media live stream. The parties that you have, please describe them to us because this lady had a 15-year-old invitation only. I know she can be doing things. I'm like, what? You ain't going. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. You're in school. We want to talk to you now in Johnny's house. Jack Harlow, Loving on Me. It's Johnny's House, 6:54 on a Monday. Breezy and sunny today. Temperature has dropped. High today of 61. It is 50 right now. Ray went to a very exclusive area over the weekend, and this lady said, look, my daughter's 15-year-old, got a guest list only, blah, 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 party. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So we want to find out, how do you party here if you're in school? Lily, good morning.
Morning.
All right, so you're in high school?
I am.
So when they have parties, how does it work?
So, because I'm in Orlando, and so there are a lot of tourist and vacation homes here. And so what we do now is we just rent out like Airbnbs and stuff for a night, and we have parties.
Okay. What grade are you in?
I'm in 10th.
How do you rent out a house in the 10th grade? You got some older people going to that house. There's some older people hanging out with some high school kids.
Yeah, a lot of older siblings, and
Oh.
some parents are cool with it. Some parents help out.
And like, how many people are at these parties?
Yeah, definitely a lot. Because they dropped like the address and stuff on social media, and so people just show up by looking at their stories and stuff. So it's like over like hundreds of people in these houses.
And parents are cool with hundreds of strangers. And there's alcohol and stuff.
Yeah, some parents are. Personally, my parents would not be, but the people who throw these parties, they definitely are. 'Cause I've
Really?
seen at these parties.
And then they clean up, and then and it's out. So they don't trash the house.
They try not to because they don't want to have to pay to trash the house.
But that's why Airbnb cracks down
Yeah.
on the having a party stuff.
Hundreds.
Like they've started to crack down on it because of y'all.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay.
And a lot of the parties do get shut down. Like the cops come to almost every party, but sometimes people can get away with it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. What time does school start?
In about 10 minutes.
All right. Get to class. Thank you, Lily.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Wow. All right. Amanda, good morning.
Good morning.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in 11th.
All right. So how do these parties go down?
Well, over here in Polk, we have a lot of insane parties.
Okay.
We all usually meet up at the Speedway or an Airbnb or something, and we all just hang out. And there's a lot of older people who come who bring a bunch of alcohol and everything.
Okay. You don't feel weird that there's a 30-year-old man at your high school party?
Well, it's in a public place, so
It's Polk County, man. That's just
we
Jimmy.
all-
Yeah.
You know, Jimmy work at the
we
feed
try to
store,
be
man.
careful about
So everybody knows.
careful about who we hang out with.
So everybody knows everybody at these parties.
Oh, yeah. Everyone knows everybody in Polk County.
Okay. So I'm just kind of curious. What's the oldest age you've seen at this high school party?
The oldest person I probably hung out at the party was like 20.
About 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is he trying to talk to the high school girls?
There's a lot of them who try to talk to me.
Yeah. I saw that in my day too.
Oh, for sure. Thing.
I got you. What time does class start for you?
In 3 minutes.
All right, get to
class now.
All right, get to class. Thank you, Amanda.
Of course.
Hey, don't laugh. You were that guy at the high school party talking to the high school girls. Yes, you were.
Was
Because
19.
That's
19,
20, 19,
Oh,
same
no.
thing.
19, 20.
Same
There's
thing.
19-year-olds in high school.
You were Jimmy from the feed store.
I was 19. My girlfriend was 18.
But you were not in high school.
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
I'm not rolling up that.
Amber Alert.
Okay. I wasn't rolling up that 30 years old talking about, hey, where the chickies?
No, I didn't say you were. But you were that guy.
Where the little chickies?
Like, my name is McLovin.
Well, yeah, baby girl. I know your daddy. I wasn't doing all that.
I graduated with your uncle.
Oh, your uncle. You're a pretty little girl.
Oh my gosh.
If that's happening at your party, call the police. Ray, what you working on in celebrity news?
More Justin Timberlake new music for us.
All right, on the way.
WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
What's up? It's Doja Cat. Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
Johnny's House, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
1067. Orlando. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so Justin Timberlake reunited with some of his favorite people for SNL this weekend.
Okay.
And he co-starred and all that stuff. He was a musical guest.
He was the best part because it wasn't that funny.
Really?
Yeah,
His performances were good.
I saw the Stanley bit that they did, the Stanley Cup bit.
That couldn't have been more dumb.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which was like, at first I was like, oh, this is going to be funny. And then I was
Yeah.
like, eh. Yeah.
It wasn't.
But Dakota Johnson was the actual host. And
I like her a lot. That's why I'm like, oh, y'all did her wrong.
Yeah. So he performed Selfish, which we heard last week, which was his first single from his album that's dropping on March 15th. That is the exact date that his album is dropping. But he also performed a new song for us. I don't even, what is it called?
Sanctify.
Okay, Sanctify. Thank you. I didn't even write it down here. So this is what it sounds like.
I gotta come to you when I wanna repent. Surrender my heart right at you and do it again. Yeah, you crucified me, burn me up until there's nothing left beside me. Right hand in your every word, my religion, my love. Baptized in your ocean, put it in open, never enough. Yeah, you never judge me. You just take your halo, put it
Okay.
It sounds like he found Jesus.
It's talking about love in the
Yeah.
song. That's what it's about. But
So I feel like his whole album's going to be very lovey-dovey because Selfish was lovey, like a love
yeah,
song.
it
so-
sounds like kind of like bluesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's very Robin Thicke to me.
Yeah, that's true. So
Okay.
March 15th, that album is dropping for all of us.
The performance is cool though. It has like a hip hop verse in it, and it's got a bunch of people say like they play live instruments, and they have a choir behind them. It's pretty cool.
That's cool. JoJo Siwa is going to be replacing Nigel on the So You Think You Could Dance show because Nigel took himself out and all that. So after all of these sexual assault allegations came out from like Paula Abdul, but he left the show earlier this past month.
Doesn't he own the show?
He's one of the producers, yeah. So, but he was being sued by Paula Abdul, and he denies the allegations, but he left the show so he could focus and stay. So the focus can stay on the contestants. He didn't want to be a distraction for the show and all that stuff. So JoJo, this is her first time as a judge. She did season 17 as a performer, which is really cool for her to come back. Season 18 premieres on March 4th on Fox, if you want to check that out.
Why didn't I get what's her name? She we co-hosted Runway to Hope, and I gave you an opportunity to meet her.
Cheryl Burke. Because she was on Dancing with the Stars.
Okay,
so it's different.
This is So You Think You Could Dance.
Gotcha.
I mean, I guess they could have auditioned her, but
Yeah,
I don't
gotcha.
know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think JoJo Siwa is a good one. She's been a dancer her whole life, so we'll see.
Yeah, Holly goes, I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I'm a judge. I don't like that. All right, listen, it's time to get hyped. If you have a hype song you want to wake up to and get it started, 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Got a pair of tickets to Daytona 500 qualifying presented by Busch Light on Wednesday, February 14th. We need to get hyped first. What is your hype song to get you going? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Call us now. 7:07, it is Monday morning, and Johnny's house. Hope you're not a little tired. Your team's won. You know who's going to go into the Super Bowl and all that good stuff. Sunshine today, high of 61. It is 50 right now. All right, it's Monday. Some of you might have overdone it over the weekend. You're dragging a little bit. That's why we try to find out what a hype song or your hype song to get you going, and everybody can wake up and get some work done. Got a pair of tickets, Daytona 500 qualifying, presented by Busch Light. It's going to be Wednesday, February 14th, Daytona International Speedway. For ticket information on the 2024 Daytona 500 and Speed Week presented by Advent Health, go to Daytona500.com or call 1-800-PIT-SHOP, 1-800-PIT-SHOP, and get all that information. But we need to get waking up, so let's find out what your hype song is. Drariana, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Woo! You're awake already. Good Lord. How much coffee have you had?
Always.
Always. You like this all the time?
Yes, every morning.
Wow. And you don't do coffee?
No, not until like around 9 a.m. after I drop off my last kid.
and you wake up like this every morning?
Yes.
That's beautiful.
I wake up happy and alert. Yes,
that is beautiful.
Every morning.
That is a way to be. That's
my kids get annoyed with me, but
I think that's awesome. All right, so it sounds to me like you don't need a hype song, but if you got one, what is it?
oh, I do. It's actually "Blessed" by Shensia featuring Tiger. That song hypes me up.
All right, we'll see if we can get hype with you, hype you up.
Shensia. First thing in the morning.
Yeah.
When I wake up. Thank God for life. Look in the mirror, say yes, I'm the best. Way too
blessed. Yeah, I'm the best. Too blessed.
Go ahead, girl.
Blessed. No matter what you try. You can never beat me, never. Keep working for your side, family. Block that world wide. Never have to pretend. No matter
wow.
If I'm Rihanna, I'm calling this girl and telling her stop.
I was just
wow. You hold on 1 second, okay?
This is a straight up Rihanna ripoff.
Yeah.
Wow. I've never heard of her.
I've never heard it either.
Does sound awful lot like Rihanna. It really does. All right, from Eustis, Megan. Megan, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Megan, what's your hype song?
Throw It Up by Little John and the East Side Boys.
Yeah, you can never go wrong with a Little John song to get hyped. All right, let's see
if I can find a
We're going to see if we can find it. Is it a clean?
I was about to say it's not very appropriate for radio.
Oh, so you're just going to call up here, get a hype song that's dirty.
Well, this says it's the clean.
There is an editive.
Hey, Megan, you ain't got to get mad at me, Megan. Dang.
This one says it's the clean remix.
All right, here we go. Yeah. Boys.
Pastor Troy, yeah. We represent for everybody.
Everybody.
All the real in America.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's the longest intro ever,
I
though, John.
swear.
It is the longest intro.
We represent for GA, Naptown, Tennessee, St. Louis,
Orlando.
Hey. Did he say Kissimmee?
I think he said Kissimmee. St. Cloud. Long. Ocoee. Longwood.
Winter Garden.
Lake Mary.
Bokeem.
This song is just one big intro.
Yeah, it is. It is a hype song.
Up in the morning.
That's all it does. Is hype you up.
You wait long enough, they're going to yell your city out. I can't wait you live. Wow. All right, Megan, you hold on. 407.
It is 6 minutes. He's going to run out of cities.
407 919 1067 877 919 1067. Got a pair of tickets to Daytona 500 qualifying presented by Busch Light on Wednesday, February 14th, which is, if you didn't know, is Valentine's Day. We need to hear your hype song. You call us up, we'll play it. What are you going to win right here on Johnny's House? All American Rejects, Dirty Little Secret, Johnny's House, Monday, 724. 61 is the high we're looking at today. Kind of cool right now. It is 50, and it's going to be mostly sunny. All right, we need to wake up. We need to get a hype, and we do that every Monday with a song that you love to hear that gets you up, and hopefully to wake everybody up. Some people are happy. Some people are sad about all the events that happen in the NFL and teams going to the Super Bowl and all that good stuff, lost money. But we're going to try to wake you up. Got a pair of tickets, Daytona 500 qualifying, presented by Busch Light on Wednesday, which is Valentine's Day. Nothing says love like taking your loved one to the race at the Daytona International Speedway. If that's your thing. But we need to find out what gets you hyped first from Castleberry. Lauren, and good morning.
What is up? Johnny's House, get hyped. What's up?
What's up? Get hyped, Lord. How you doing, man?
All right, man. It's been a minute since I've called you guys, but I thought no better day than this beautiful Monday morning. It is beautiful out today.
It is. And what's your song to get him hyped?
This is an oldie but goodie, man. This is going to get my age a little bit, but that's all right.
Hey, hold on, Lord. The mere fact you said oldie but goodie, that gave you age, bro. Right there.
Was that Chuck Berry? That's fine, and I'm happy. It doesn't bother me one bit.
All right.
But I'll give you this song, and I wore this cassette tape out. A lot of kids don't even know what I'm talking about when I say that.
No, they don't.
They do not.
No, they don't.
No, they do not.
No,
but
they don't.
LL Cool J, Going Back to Cali.
That was your song?
That was a good one.
Absolutely. Yeah, it just used to, I don't know.
If you had bass in your car, that's the one you rode with.
Was it?
I did. I had a 15 in my car.
Yeah.
15.
If you had bass in the car, you had to ride with this one.
Lauren, you only had 115. You only had 115 in the car?
115. I had 115 in the back with it was a kicker 15.
With a box and everything.
That's all you needed.
Box and everything. My hair would shake. Your hair would get itchy.
Here you go.
Cali. Yeah. Cali.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
And when the bass kicks in, that's when everything went crazy.
It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Everything shook.
Back then, they made songs that had that bass.
Yeah. You had to put dynamite in your trunk so it wouldn't shake everything.
Literally.
All right, you hold on a second. Now remember when you blew that speaker and it sounded like everything was kind of jacked up.
Yeah, your rear view mirror would shake, so you couldn't even see what was behind you.
From Winter Springs, Alexis, good morning.
Good morning.
And how was your weekend, ma'am?
I watched the rocket launch from 5 feet away last night. It was beautiful.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, love it. Now I'm back home in Winter Springs.
Well, we need to wake some people up today. We need to find out what is your hype song.
I go with Angel Numbers, Chris Brown, but it's got to start after that long minute and 50-second intro.
You said Chris Brown?
Yeah, Chris Brown.
It says Chris Styles.
No, Chris Brown, Angel Numbers.
Yeah.
All right.
Y'all got confused.
All right. No, it ain't you. No, it ain't you, girl. It ain't you.
I'm the problem. It's
Here we go.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that gets me hype, boy.
You can see the diamonds, don't complain on it.
I'm hype.
I'm being honest. I'm moving steady. You can buy success, ain't got no sale on it.
The Chris Style version is probably better.
Chris Style.
Oh my gosh.
Listen.
That's good. Save all this.
I got
on it. They love it. Shoot to 'em, got that bust down like whoa.
This week it's Monday morning songs you like.
I know. All right, hold on a second.
Ain't nothing hype about none of this.
The hype song is supposed to get everybody awake. I understand this is a radio station, and every now and then you want to hear your favorite song because these are songs normally we don't play. But this is not. Maybe we should do a segment We'll play your favorite song.
Yeah.
Monday morning songs you really like a lot.
But that's what the karaoke segment's for.
Yes. The days are mixed up.
I mean, Lil Jon was a good one because it was yelling the whole time. And
yes. Alexa's still probably over there singing Chris Styles. Chris Brown. All right. From Orlando, Karen. Karen, good morning.
Hey, sorry, I fell asleep during that one.
Oh,
no! Man, she said Chris Styles put me to sleep.
I'm telling you.
Burn.
All right. Burn. What is your hype song?
Dancing with Myself.
Billy Idol?
Billy Idol.
Now, people won't know it, but at least it is a little bit hype.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Of course they know it. Everyone knows
nobody
it.
knows
No, they don't.
I know it.
Dancing with myself.
That's it all with myself. All right. You know it's a hype song in the end when they go,
Johnny and I went to House of Blues to see him, and he rocked it out.
Oh, he rocked it, man.
He's
We had a great
70-something
time.
years old. But
yeah, he did. All right. You hold on. Let's see. Joriana from who had the Rihanna ripoff, bless her. We're going to hook her up. She was the first one to call in. Going to hook her up with all the energy she had with a pair of tickets to the Daytona 500. We come back, we're going to talk about what Care.com said. 24% of your household income is going to what? 24% of your household income is going to what? We'll tell you what it is next on Johnny's House. The weekend creeping is 7:33. It is Monday. You are listening to Johnny's House. It's warming up. I mean, it's cooling off a bit. 61 is our high today. We're still at about 50, and it's going to be mostly sunny. Ray, I'm sure you can relate. I'm relating to it now myself. Child care in the U.S. costs more in Florida than in-state college tuition.
Yep.
New numbers from Care.com shows that parents spend 24% of their household income on child support. On child care. Half of parents surveyed say they spend $18,000 in 2023. And they have a story of a teacher who has 3 kids, and she says 20% of her monthly incomes about $300 a child. She said she pays $800 a month. That's kind of cheap for 3 kids.
That's actually very cheap. Yes.
Yeah. A new report from care.com says the average parent is paying $321 weekly for child care. And some things that parents are having to do to make the sacrifice for child care is working multiple jobs, 28%, reducing hours at work so you can go pick up the kids, 27%, moving closer to family, 25%, going into debt, 19%, and actually leaving the workforce. Because a lot of parents have to leave the workforce because what they were working for was to pay for child care.
Right, you break even. So.
Yeah, it's like I'm working just to pay for child care. So, Ray, how do you do it?
So
and you don't get a discount because you have twins.
They give us like a
little time, okay,
a little discount for the second child.
Yeah.
But before they were in VPK, they were in daycare all day long.
Yeah.
You know, so right now they're in VPK. So a portion of it is free.
Yeah.
Because it is Florida, and the state of Florida gives you free VPK. But that's only until I think 12-ish or 1-ish or something like that. So, but nobody gets off work around that time unless you work our schedule, which is nice. So last year we spent $22,000 on 2 kids in childcare.
Goodness.
And that is more than tuition because I just paid my first round of tuition for my son. And so for his first semester, it was only going to be like $1,200.
Yeah.
And that's for the whole semester. So if I did that for 2 semesters, we're talking what, $2,400?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have child care. And it's to get someone to get up at 3 in the morning to get to my house so I can come to work.
Yeah.
And then take the kid to school and make the kid breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it has to be done.
Right?
It's not something you can think about. I mean, what do you do?
I got lucky.
You quit,
I had the bootleg neighborhood nanny for my son, and she was great. She was awesome, and she's still like a second grandmother to him.
Mm-hmm.
So like they still text back and forth and talk.
And she
to
was
each
very
other.
reasonable.
Oh gosh, I mean she was next to nothing because she just loved it.
I told you, me growing up, it was a lady named Miss Claire May.
Yeah.
And all the kids stayed there. It was about 8 of us up in there.
Mm-hmm.
And all you had to do was take a nap when the stories came on. 1 o'clock, they called them the soap operas. All right, y'all know it's time. 1 o'clock, nap time. So she can watch she made sure we ain't go out.
Yep.
Her job was to make sure that we were safe.
Yes, and that you maybe had a snack here and there.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't learned a damn thing.
Oh, my son did, though.
Yeah,
Iris
yeah,
was
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
She wouldn't feed him no food that wasn't like straight up fresh, so we would send him with baby food. She'd send it back because she'd make it fresh and mash it up herself. He started eating rice and beans at a really early age. He learned a little Spanish. He would come home clean, smelling like baby cologne. I'm like, man, this is great. When he went to regular school, I'm like, whoa, this is a racket. I didn't even go back to Iris.
It's so true. We had a nanny like the first year for the twins, and it was our friend Gabby, so we lucked out on that.
Yeah.
But it's like the younger they are, the more expensive they are too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like once they hit 1 or something, we put them in daycare, and it was like,
I don't have kids, obviously, not yet, but like I definitely don't take it for granted that I don't have to spend a dime on anyone else other than myself.
Yeah.
I tell you,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Babies and children are beautiful things.
Of course.
Expensive.
Yes. I mean, I see the struggle with my friends and my family.
What happened a couple of years ago? Childcare just went through the roof. But someone broke it down and said, "Hey, listen, somebody got to watch the kids.
It's necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want the good ones, you're gonna have to pay.
Right.
I wonder if they still have like those neighborhood, because I think they shut down on it a couple of years ago. If you're watching more than a certain number of kids, you can be reported as a.
Well, yeah, you got to keep it quiet because it's under the table, which means they're not reporting it.
Yeah.
So you also don't get tax credit for it. That's one thing that everyone's like, oh, you get a huge write-off because you have a kid. I'm like, no, I don't, because I pay under the table childcare. I don't get to write off anything because if I do, it's going to get shut down. So they used to always say, man, you get great taxes. I'm like, I get nothing for taxes.
Yeah.
Having kids is not a reason. Taxes is not a reason to have kids.
Yeah.
It ain't what you think it is.
I want to find out, what do you do and how much do you spend on childcare? And do you have a family member or someone like my sister? She watches my niece's kids. She's retired, and they bring her over there, and she loves it, and they with them, blah blah blah. She don't even take pay. She's like, that's fine, I'll watch the kids. And my nieces are like, yes.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yes, every day. I was talking to my mom yesterday. She said, yeah, I'm watching so-and-so. She's here. Your sister says she needs a break, so I'm watching the game. I'm like, okay, everybody's happy. It's free. No money change hands.
My mom was a pre-K teacher, and so when she retired, she was built-in childcare for my son because she would call me and be like, "Can you guys make some plans so I can take Jaden for 3 or 4 days?" I'm like, we absolutely can.
And you feel great because that's your mama.
Hey, right? She loves it. He loves it. She's actually certified as a teacher. This is beautiful.
This all works out. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. The XL Mobile is always available for texting. It's 41067. Social media, live stream, drop your comments. They said childcare in the United States costs more than Florida in-state college tuition. So I'm trying to find out what do you do with childcare and how much are you spending? Let's share it with everybody, and we'll get into it when we get back on Johnny's House. That's Tate McRae. It's Greedy, 748 on a Monday, 50 right now with a high of 61 and a lot of sunshine. They say it is cheaper to send your kid to college than it is for childcare. So we're just kind of nosy. Want to know, what do you do about childcare and how much are you spending a month? Tiffany, good morning.
Good morning.
Tiffany, how many kids you got?
4.
And what are the ages?
7, 5, 3, and 3.
Woo, and what do you do for childcare?
So I don't have a choice. My kids are in daycare. I'm a teacher, so I've got one, and my son doesn't go to my 7-year-old doesn't go to my school, so he has before and after care, which is like $62 a week. So, and then my 3 kids are in daycare. And I did the math. I'm sorry, Princess. I get sorry, I'm doing daycare.
That's okay. We got you.
So I did the math. I get 4C for my little one.
Okay.
So I pay altogether $300 for childcare. If I did not have 4C, I would pay $700.
And that's $300 a week or $300 a month?
$700 a week.
Yeah.
Woo! You would have to pay $700 a week?
A week. I would pay $700 a week if I did not have 4C. They pay most of it because I got lots of kids.
$700 a week, I'll come to your house and watch your kids.
Yes. Yeah, I'll quit this.
I wouldn't be able to be when I was pregnant with my twins. I couldn't work because I couldn't afford daycare.
Yes.
I couldn't afford daycare for my 2 kids, and so and the daycare rates just keep going up. My daycare's raised its rates 3 times this year, but
this year
I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Well, not this like January,
I know what you mean in a year.
Last year.
365 days. Wow.
So,
okay.
But you don't have an option. So
You don't?
That's it.
You just hope that they get aged so you can send them to school.
Yep. My kids are eventually going to come to my school with me because then I won't have to.
There you go.
Yeah. I won't have that cost.
I'm a kid sitting in the classroom. That kid looks kind of young. He's a student. Leave him alone. Be up in there every day.
My son's in VPK, and so the daycare rate dropped down.
There you go.
So.
There you go. All right. Well, hang in there, Tiffany.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Man, my goodness. Kiana from St. Cloud, good morning.
Hi, good morning, guys.
How much you spend on childcare?
So I spend $640 a week.
Woo, Lord. How many kids you got?
That's for 2 of them in daycare. I've got a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. And,
$620 a week.
Yes, and I don't qualify for 4C.
$620 a week.
That is so wild.
That's a car
And
payment.
you know,
that's more than a car payment.
Mortgage.
Yeah,
that's a mortgage.
That's like a Ferrari payment.
I know there was another daycare that we were going to put them in, and it was brand new. It had swim lessons included. I was like, how much for both of them? They wanted like $700 and change for the both of them. I'm like, this is just crazy.
Man,
it keeps going up.
Woo!
Yeah,
$620 a week. And the thing is, and I learned this from Ray, is that if your kid is sick and they can't get there, you still got to pay to hold the spot.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
You can't let your kid.
Absolutely.
No, they'll give it to someone else. Now
If you take a Sorry.
No, back when I was paying for daycare for my son, he's older now, but if you weren't going to be there for a while, you would get a little bit of a discounted rate for X amount of days if he wasn't going to be there.
Yeah.
But you had to give him notice.
Woo. My goodness.
Yeah, it's true. And then, Christmas break, the school closed down for a few days. I asked them, are we still going to get charged? They're like, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
They said it like this. Silly lady.
Of course you
yes,
are.
Of course, we need our $620 a week. Every week. Here or not. Vacation or not, we need that $620. Wow. All right. Well, you too, Kiana.
Robbery.
You hang in there, girl.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for sharing
Thank
that.
you.
Good Lord. Woo. Let's see. St. Cloud Jazz, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Johnny's house. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you. Now, how many kids do you have?
I have 3 as well.
And what's the ages?
The ages are 7, 5, and 3.
Ooh, you right up in there.
Yeah, thank God for the birthdays because you're right. The younger they are, the more expensive. I currently pay $560 a week.
A week?
It's my mortgage.
Yeah, I was going to say that's more than your house.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's more than my house, and that doesn't count the registration. And even though my kids attended for a couple years, there's an annual registration, and then there's also an annual supply fee, and then uniforms as well.
Oh, yeah,
So
my
it
kids
all
are in
adds
uniform.
They're in uniform?
Yeah.
all adds up.
And a tax fee and a courtesy fee.
Yeah, during the closing, if the school is closed or they're sick, they send them home sick, you still have to pay the full amount.
Yep.
And look, he gonna be sick today. Can I get like 50% off?
No,
I'm just
sir.
saying, 50%.
No, sir.
Wish.
He's not there. He's not eating.
Because there's a list of people waiting to take your spot.
Well, tell him to come in this
Right,
2 days, and then goodness. All right, Jazz, you too. You hang in there, girl.
Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you.
It is wild. If the government wants to do something, you should do government-sponsored childcare.
Yeah,
Not all this other
seriously.
stuff, man.
Woo. Ray, what they say?
Somebody said I have 3 kids in after-school care, and I pay about $270 a week.
How many kids?
3.
Okay, $270
So
a
it's
week.
good, yeah.
According to the list that we're going by, that's a discount.
Yeah,
But it's
so
only after school, though. That's not all day.
That's not all day. That's just after school.
Yeah.
So somebody can watch them till you get home from work.
Yes.
Right. Oh wow.
Yep.
Okay.
And my daughter's daycare is about $1,350 for the younger kids and about $1,005 for VPK.
When you say $1,350,
Probably a month.
a month. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody spent almost $30,000 last year in childcare.
$30,000.
Yeah, it beat me. I wonder how many kids they have.
Woo!
Because for 2 we did $22,000,
Look.
and that was like
While I was growing up, the 11-year-old watched the rest of them.
Yep.
yeah, if only.
Watch the rest of them.
Whoever the oldest kid in the neighborhood was.
Watch them.
And get everybody else.
All we want to do is come home and they don't have any bones broken.
That's it.
And they're safe.
Oh.
Be what they say.
XOMO, powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact. Need a check? Call Dan Newland. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are paying more for childcare than their mortgage. Like, $25,000, $30,000 a year.
And Norris.
This is funny. Jessie, I guess she's looking at me through the live stream. She says Nerese is looking like she's reconsidering kids.
I'm
Yes,
telling you.
they're adorable. But
From what I
man.
understand, it's childcare and diapers.
Yo.
Childcare and diapers.
Well, if you're sending them to childcare in diapers, it's both.
Yes, absolutely.
They don't provide any of that.
That's why I'm wearing new sneakers today.
Tell you something, for $1,300 a month, I think you could throw in a diaper here and there. That's all I'm saying.
No, sir.
Throw in that one a day. That's all I'm asking.
No, sir.
Celebrity News, Ray, what's going on?
Let's talk about Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion. Just
If you haven't heard, there's some crazy stuff going on. We'll update you on Johnny's house.
WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
This is The Weekend.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Johnny's House, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
1067.
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
Okay, so to get you a little caught up on what's going on with Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. So there was a song called Hiss on Friday that was dropped, and that was from Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay.
And so Megan Thee Stallion does say something about Megan's Law. So that's where people are insinuating that she's talking crap about Nicki Minaj and her husband.
Her husband, yeah.
So in the lyrics, it says, she doesn't mention Nicki Minaj whatsoever by name. It says, these hoes don't be mad at Megan. These hoes mad at Megan's Law. If you don't know what Megan's Law is, it's a reference to the federal legal requirement for convicted sex offenders to appear on the registry.
Well, if you wasn't talking about her, you got real close.
Yes, and her husband, Mr. Petty, was convicted of attempted rape by, all these things and didn't register to be a sex offender when they moved to California. So that is like almost a direct kind of connection right there without saying Nicki Minaj's name. Nicki Minaj is not like that whatsoever, so she has dropped a new song called Bigfoot. And
I love rap beefs.
this diss track.
Love them.
This is funny.
This diss track was a little dust up between these two, and she kind of just calls out.
I love the way you recite them, Ray.
Yes.
So.
Okay. All right. So I'm trying to find
a clean version.
I don't know how to clean up Nicki Minaj's, to be honest.
Oh, well, I mean, I have the part about Meg Thee Stallion.
Okay. If you want to do that
It
one.
says she likes 6 foot.
Yes.
I call her Bigfoot.
Yes.
Fell off. I said, get up on your good foot.
Yes.
Because she got shot in the foot by her boyfriend. Now, that's the part that she really references Megan's
but when she recalls about Megan's Law, because
Yes.
Nicki Minaj does mention the Megan's Law thing that Miss Megan Thee Stallion said. She says, this little begging blank about Megan's Law for a free beat, you can hit Megan raw.
Oh, damn.
And that was me cleaning it up. So, anyways.
That was you cleaning it up. Damn. I hate hit a dirty
I
version.
think she was expecting
Good
that.
Lord.
Yeah. So it just goes on and on and on. And so the whole thing is that Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj is saying that Megan Thee Stallion used a ghostwriter and said, my song has been ready for 2 days. I'm just trying to be cool and let her get her little streams. Talking about Megan Thee Stallion can get her own little streams or whatever. But I don't know. That's what's going on in the.
You know what's funny is that nobody care about that one.
No.
Not at all. Sometimes you hear some a rap beef, you're like, okay, what they gonna say about that? All right, what he say about that?
I thought the Bigfoot part was pretty
The
funny.
Bigfoot is actually, yeah. But I mean, Megan Thee Stallion just keeps saying that she's got receipts on all that stuff. And then Nicki Minaj is saying that she's also got receipts to say that she's lying about the,
Well, my thing
the
is,
shooting.
Instead of talking about it, show us some receipts.
So where are the receipts?
We want to see the
We
receipts.
actually don't need them in song versions.
No.
Would just
We
give
need
us the
some
receipts.
photos.
Yeah. Anyways, the Taylor Swift not safe for work AI photos that went crazy last week.
I still haven't seen them.
It got so big, the White House got involved.
Oh, really?
The press secretary was saying that the Biden administration is alarmed at the pictures and they'll be pushing Congress to pass laws against it.
There it
Because we
is.
were saying that this is going to be the start of something. You know, these AI pictures and videos that are not safe for work, that are not these celebrities, are going to be bad.
AI have gotten so good so quickly that before, like maybe about 5 months ago, you could tell the difference between AI and a real photo. But I guess the technology's changed that you can't really tell.
I saw an edited version, so it had some stuff blurred out.
Yeah.
It doesn't look for a second like it's a real photo. It looks like
it doesn't look-
AIs don't look like photos.
No.
They look like they have a filter on them.
Okay.
But it looks like Taylor Swift. I mean, so no one would confuse it for being real, but it's still, you can't. It's just it's infringement. Like you're not allowed to do that to people.
That's my image.
Right.
Didn't they take those pictures down?
You can't.
Oh yeah, you can't even search Taylor Swift
Yeah.
right now on Twitter. If you
really?
search Taylor Swift, nothing pops up.
Yeah.
X has literally eliminated everything.
I mean, they took them down, but I think they were viewed 73 million times
Ooh.
first.
So-
You can screenshot the internet; it's never down.
Yeah. So anybody that wanted to see it has seen it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Several times.
And it's on multiple sites that aren't policed. I'm sure. I mean, X is policed, but it's probably on multiple. Once it's online, it lives forever.
It does.
But
It
Congress is on it now.
Very good, very good. We come back, got an update on our Cuban Undie Run team, and we need to find out what's good in your life on Johnny's House. 6:09, it's Johnny's house. It's going to be mostly sunny with a high of 61. Temperatures dropped a bit since we got here. It is 49 degrees. All right, Cupid Underground, we got just maybe, about 16, 17 days? About 18 days. Cupid Underrun is going to be the 17th of February, and it's going to be downtown Orlando. And we need your help. Now, there's a lot of teams out there. We're trying to get 100 members on our team, and right now we're at 68. I want to give a shout-out to Spectrum Lift, Sarah's Angels, Team Matt Walsh, the Wig Tribe, Team Shannon, Cupid Games, Heartbreakers, Cheeks for Charity, Emily's Bad Masses, but, they put the
yes.
masses.
I get it.
Auntie's Kiss, Kayak Crazy, All Fit Orlando, and Revive Health and Fitness. All of them have decided to put teams together and join us on that day to help out fibromyalgia. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we want you to be a part of our team. Come on out on a Saturday. If you know anyone from the teams that we just mentioned, make sure you join their team so we can have a great time. We're looking for 100 members. It's $30 to get in. If you're going to join our team, we got a code for you. And then once you join our team, start collecting money so we can all get together on that day. I started getting stuff in yesterday that we're going to be giving out to some of the people that are on our team. We're looking for a fun day. It's something we've been doing for 11 years now, and it's something that we want to see successful. So please be a part of our team. Right now, we're at about 70% women and 30% guys on our team. All right, fellas, time for you to step up. Let's try to get 100 people on our team so we can have a wonderful day. Go to xl1067.com and sign up. Every time we do this, we get about 4 or 5 members. We need to get 100. We're almost at 70, so please be a part of this and help us help the community. All right, it is Monday. We need to find out what is good in your life. What is making you smile? Did you have a great weekend? Did your team win? Are they going to the Super Bowl? I ain't gonna lie, I was cheering for Detroit. I just thought it was a great storyline for the city of Detroit. But certain things didn't happen. But if your team won and you're ready to celebrate, you're starting a new gig today, you're getting married, you're having a baby, whatever it is making you smile today, share with us so we can share with everybody. And the way to do that is to call us so we have questions for you. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. And if you can't get through, you can always text. We read that. Our XL Mobile is 41067. Social media live stream. Call us up. But whatever's good, people like to hear good things happening on a Monday. Share with us what is good in your life. What is making you smile? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. What's good? Share it with us. We'll share with everybody next on Johnny's House. What's up, live streamers? What's going on, live streamers? How was your weekend? Who's going to be the first one to say good morning? Who's actually listening? Who's going to text over, say good morning, good morning?
There's another sinkhole that opened up.
Where?
This one is...
Where you at, my streamers? There we go. DJ BC, what's going on? Juan, how you doing? Trisha, Cheryl, Kevin H, Cupid Underrun. Is everybody here? Everybody sign up for our Cupid Underrun team? It's like $30. And then you can raise some money. You guys always want to have meetups. Hey, how did your meetup go the other day? Didn't y'all have one Saturday night? How did it go? Let's see. Or did y'all have a meetup? Who was all there? Give us the dirt. Well, Lisa signed up. Perfect. Nope, but donating to people. Okay. Donating is good, but being there is better. Cheryl, yes, we're going. Okay. Have you signed up? Good morning. Anybody new to the stream? Let us say. The meetup was fun. How many people were there? Couldn't make it. Yeah, how many people were at the meetup? Anybody hit the stage and sing? Nice meeting some folks. That's all. Okay. So, Juan, that was your first one. You enjoyed it? Meetup was fun. About a dozen. Okay. All right. got back from a cruise. Okay. I just found. Glad I found you on the stream. All right. So anybody new? Anybody haven't signed up for our Cupid Undie Run team? This is kind of official meetup. Does he really?
I told you. I told you he does.
Big Money DJ is back. Second time. Okay. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed them. Cheryl signed up. Your wife is on line 1. Okay. We'll be talking on the air shortly. All right, this is the time that we open up for you guys. If you guys got any questions from us or anything that you want to know that we pretty much don't talk about on the air, go ahead and let us know now. We can get into it. It's the mayor's birthday. Okay. Margaret, good morning. Any updates on the Johnny's House cruise? You know what? I'll look for one today. How about that? I'll send out an email and go, hey, what's going on? Time's running out. Clock's ticking. Quincy, you plan to sign up, man? What are you playing? All you got to do is sign up. What was that discount code, Ray? Was it Johnny's House?
Johnny's House.
Johnny's House, $10 off. Y'all pay more for parking to go out and meet up the other day. Becca, I said what last week? You guys got any questions? If not, we'll get out of here and let you guys talk to yourself. Can I drop some goodies off for you guys on Friday? Yeah. As long as it's prepackaged and it's not open. We don't know you like that. Next thing you know, we'll be on drugs. Yeah. What happens is when you come to the building, there's a little notepad. Leave it there. And somebody will come out and get them. Michael, my mom's good. She had a pay-per-view wrestling the other night, and she's happy. All right, guys. Any more questions you guys have for us? If not, we're going to go back in here and do what we do. Get some info about. Oh, the peach cobbler place. I want apple cobbler. If they serve apple cobbler, that's my joint. Even though I'll lay off the sweets, but every now and then I'll jump back in there. All right. Any more questions? Other than that, we're getting ready to get out of here. Going once. Going twice. All right, y'all. We'll check in with you later this morning. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Rema, Selena Gomez, and Calm Down, 824. It's Johnny's house. It's going to be breezy today and a lot cooler than it has been. A lot of sunshine with the high of 61. It is 49 right now. We need to find out what is good in your life. What's making you smile? For me, talk to my mom. She is happy. She's gotten into a new groove, and she's doing okay. Miss Ray, what's good?
What's good is that we had a nice, relaxing weekend on Saturday and Sunday, and then Friday we raised a lot of money for the Carrie Ann DeMont Foundation.
That's always good. Me.
I am down 8 pounds now.
That way more.
On my Red Mountain weight loss, and I didn't blow it again because I didn't go out drinking this weekend.
I
Look at
know.
you.
That's 2 weekends in a row. I've saved
for
some
you.
money and not added weight back to myself.
Good for you. And Naris?
I got my first gig this Friday, with my little band.
Okay.
Excited.
Okay. You got now how many pieces in your band now? Is it 3 or 2?
It's just 3 of us.
Just
yeah.
3 of y'all? Very good. Very good. We need to find out what is good with you. Kristen, good morning.
Good morning.
What's good?
So, I've been a huge WWE fan since I was a little kid, and this past weekend, I finally had my first chance to see a live event, and I went to the Royal Rumble in Tampa.
How was it? How was it live?
So it is different. You don't hear the announcers, like the background talking. The fireworks are very loud.
Yeah.
But my girlfriend got me the tickets, and we actually were sitting 8 rows from the ring, so very, very close.
Wow.
And you can hear everybody screaming. You hear them banging on when they're slamming each other on the ring. So it was such a good time.
You know, when you sit that close, you can hear the hand smack the chest. Like you're like, okay,
Yeah.
that hurt.
Exactly. Yep. And the music is not as loud as I thought it was going to be, but it was awesome.
All right, very good.
My son, when he was texting me photos the
Really?
whole time, he was also on the floor, a couple
Uh-huh.
rows from the ring. Boy, he had good seats. He
Wow.
had a great time. He said it was awesome.
I told Brian to tell his son to hold up a sign that says, Johnny Magic tells his mom hello.
Oh, she would have died. She
Oh,
would
she
have
would've
loved
too.
that.
I would have done it for you.
Oh, well, you ain't tell me you were going. See, Chris? That's on you, Chris.
Yeah, my bad.
That's all good. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye. All right, let's find out what's good. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, Maria.
Hi.
What's good?
Well, we just got off a cruise, so we're
Look
feeling
at
good.
you. Oh, we just got off a
But we're
cruise.
heading-
You mean this morning?
So yes, we're on our way home. We're ready to go to work. Heading in there now.
Listen,
Woo!
I admire people that can go on a cruise and then come back. First they leave working a half a day, and then they come back and work a half. I can't do it. I can't do it. Good for you.
It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard this morning, but we're making it. We're making it.
Okay. All right. So that's what's good. You just came back from a cruise?
No, but it's also my brother from another mother. The mayor's birthday is today. So we want to wish him a happy birthday, and we love him, and
That's
we
what's
hope
up.
that he has a wonderful day.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. Okay. Well, happy
Well, you
birthday
guys
to
have
man.
a good one.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, I love people think, I worked a half a day. And then they leave and I'm going to go straight to the office.
Yeah, no way.
We take a day off. We get back, take a day.
I know, because you feel like you're still floating.
I
when
know.
you
Not
get
a
off.
chance. I would go straight from the boat to work.
From Sanford, Maria.
Ooh, hello, everybody.
Hey, Maria, what's good?
My Niners won last night, and we're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Boy, that first half, you wasn't that happy, were you?
Oh, my gosh. Listen, I'm like, if they score again, I'm going to bed.
Let me tell you,
Turn it around, and we're like,
that first half, the stadium was quiet.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
really
my gosh.
quiet.
And then the lion said, "Here you go."
oh, my gosh.
Man.
No. Oh.
I do have a
so
feeling,
it
though,
was the game.
if they would have scored that last drive, I think it would have been over.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well.
Yeah, like I said, I was going to bed. I'm like, I'm done if they score.
Boy, you're a true fan. You are a true fan. My team leaving. I'm going to bed.
Me being awake ain't gonna make them win.
Listen, I just
Got a
want to
point.
see the beating keep on going.
No, I got you. All right, well, congratulations. Good luck in the Super Bowl.
Thanks. Love you guys.
We love you too. Ray.
A lot of people excited about their team going to the Super Bowl. Carson said my son's 8th birthday is next week, and we've been given the clear from his cardiologist after open heart surgery to do some things.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Somebody's celebrating 20 years at their company tonight.
Wow. Nice. Celebration. Big.
Let's see. XL Mobile, powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact need a check. Call Dan Newland. Someone's on their way to chaperone their son's first field trip to the zoo in Tampa.
That's fun.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Someone said they're a mom of 5. They've been training for their first 50K.
50K what?
31 miles, 50K. And they did it on Saturday, and they finished 8th overall.
Wow. Impressive.
There's Johnny's coming in right now. Started on Saturday.
That's about 49 and a half, too many Ks.
I know. He came in this morning, 2 days, 38 minutes, 25 seconds.
I don't drive that far to work.
I don't think I drive that far in a week.
Let alone run that. No way.
And the reason what they saying over there.
We got Team Wingnut. My darling husband Shane and I are celebrating our 8th anniversary tomorrow at Magic Kingdom.
Very good. If you're celebrating anything and something's good happening in your life on Monday, remember to call us so we can tell everybody about it on Johnny's House. $8:33, Johnny's House. We come back. We're going to talk about lies, 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 and somebody's going to get a pair of tickets to see Travis Scott coming to town on Wednesday. Got to wait, and we'll tell you how. 8:35, it's Johnny's house. Monday, breezy and a high of 61. It is 51 and mostly sunny today. So I guess Drew Barrymore decided she wanted to go on a date now.
Yeah, which I found weird anyway.
I know. Didn't they have one like for just Hollywood elite?
They kind of do.
No, people I understand in Hollywood, the way it works is if I wanted to meet someone and they were in Hollywood, my agent would reach out to their agent and see if they might be interested, and then their agent read back to my agent and then possibly set up a date.
Yeah, but like maybe you don't want somebody in the industry. Maybe like you just want a common person.
Okay.
Because that's why you would go on a dating app.
I feel like that's how Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Through a friend.
Right?
Well, that's how most celebrities do.
Yeah.
Like if you ever hear the stories, it's most people reach out to people through people. And I know somebody. But if you don't want anyone in the industry, then you would have to go
sooner or later you're gonna
dating
have to
app
find
or
out.
one of your common friends.
You have to go. So what are you going to communicate, and then after a while you pop up and you're like, hey, I'm Drew Barrymore.
No, I think you say who you are, but you're not looking for another celebrity. So
Okay.
you put yourself out there like a normal person.
And what you'll find out is even though it's a normal person may not want that lifestyle you have.
Right, yeah. Maybe not.
You know, so you've said, hey, you think it's welcoming. Hey, I'm Drew Barrymore. I got red carpet VIP. I got private jets, all that stuff. But some people don't want that.
Maybe not. Well,
But
then
you got to watch out for the ones that do, though.
Well, then you shouldn't reach back. But in this case, the person did reach back out to her, but they lied on their dating app.
So when they reached back, did they know it was Drew Barrymore?
I don't know. I didn't get that far into it. I'm sure they did. I'm going to assume that she's told who she was. Otherwise, you don't tell this story because then you're a liar too.
Yeah, but then the person told them a lie. But I'm assuming the lie they told, they couldn't know who she was because she could easily check it out. Then they said they were a quarterback?
Anyone can easily check it out. I can check it out. It's called Google.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy told Drew Barrymore that he was the quarterback for the LA Rams.
Wow.
Like, you could tell anybody that, and they can check it out. I can find out who was on the practice squad for the LA Rams in literally 90 seconds.
Wow.
So it's not like Drew Barrymore got to the bottom of it.
Wow.
Anybody could.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'm assuming she probably put herself on there in real life because otherwise now you're telling a story about someone lying, and you lied to begin with. So I doubt very seriously she would do that. So she put herself out there.
Then he's not that bright.
He told her, well, he said that he thought it was funny. He's actually a struggling musician, and he thought it was cute.
Oh, so he put that up there for just possibly let this break the ice, and then
Maybe,
you'll find
I
out
guess.
I'm a pretty funny person.
I don't
blah,
know
blah, blah.
the logic behind it. I
Behind
mean,
that.
I think I'm a pretty funny person, and I wouldn't say I wouldn't put on my dating profile I'm the quarterback for an NFL team because there's nothing funny about that.
I'm the quarterback for the Orlando Spiders.
Right? Doesn't make any sense.
But it's like most of those apps, you have to get approval, especially if there's celebrities on it. You have to be approved. So it's like those people should have done their research.
Well, she may be on a regular app. I don't know because she just might have gone on Match.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We're digging too far into the Drew Barrymore side of this. The fact is the dude
OG.
lied on his dating profile and said he was a quarterback for the LA Rams.
But when he got called out, he said he was just joking.
Yes.
It was just a joke on that.
I gotcha. Yeah, I bet it wasn't funny when that date didn't happen.
Yeah,
People lie all the time.
Well, I looked it up. 50% of people admit to lying on their dating profile. So half of the
many?
people, 50%.
That's wild.
Half of the people are lying in some capacity, whether it be about height, whether it be about age, whether it be about their
profile photos,
their job, their income, any of that stuff.
So, Nerese, what are some of the things you've experienced of people just straight up lying?
The pictures is always the first one. It's not like to say catfishing. Like
So is it an old photo or it's just not them?
It's the prime photo, you know?
Oh,
like
yeah.
whatever their peak was, that's the first picture.
Yeah.
But then like hopefully I hope that they have their Instagram handle and I'll go in there and I'll be like, it's not the pictures that they post, it's what they're tagged on. That's what I look for.
I told this story many times. We were interviewing someone years ago to be on the show, and she sent us a photo of her prime.
Oh.
And we were sitting in a restaurant. She walked right by us.
Oh, that's right.
And we're looking at the door. We're looking for the person to come in.
Yeah, because we saw the photo.
We saw the photo, and the person walked by. She like, hello. I was like, hey, how you doing? And he was still looking at the door.
I mean, it wasn't close.
No.
Wasn't close.
And we're like, she said, hey, I'm so-and-so.
Did the picture look old?
It was. Was it black and white?
Yeah, I mean, because it was a media photo.
Yeah.
So
Like a headshot?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Headshot.
I mean, we wouldn't really
Gosh.
know. Nerese, so you can say 100% honestly that every single thing on your profile is 100% factual?
1000%.
Okay, that's
Okay.
good.
Yes.
So you're the half that
is
doesn't
good.
lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like why?
So how do you handle it when you get this photo and you decide to meet for coffee or something, and then the person comes in and they're not at their prime of that photo?
I gotta decline it politely. Like I remember one time I met up with someone and I just did it. I wasn't feeling it right away. Got my beer. I bought it myself. I got my own beer. And then by the time I finished it in 3 minutes, I was like, all right, gotta go. Goodbye, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Back in the day, you sat through the process. Now it's like
I don't got time.
I got you.
I don't got time.
Wow. I remember going, I'm like, okay, this date is going nowhere, but I got prepared to be here. This person got prepared.
That should be a lesson in itself for him to like, don't try it. Don't do that because things like that will happen to you.
All right, listen. See ya.
Exactly.
Wow.
Oh, I would have made up like an emergency or something.
I said it. I was like, hey man, thank you so
you.
much, but like I'm gonna call this, like I'm gonna wrap it up here.
I'm old school. I'd have gone through the night, and at the end of it, hey, we need to get together. Yeah, and then ghost.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how we did it back in the day.
That's what I would have done, yeah.
Just went through the night, and they say, oh, I had a great time. Yeah, it was fun. We definitely got to do it again for sure. Cricket. But now it's like, look, I ain't got the time. Ain't no connection here. I'm probably never going to see you again. Pay for my old beer. Deuces. And have no regrets just walking away.
Yeah.
Wow. Y'all cold.
I'm just keeping it real.
I get it.
That's as real as my profile page is.
No,
so
I got it. You bring up a current photo, maybe we'll have this again. I want to find out, what is the biggest lie that you've told or someone told you that you found out on a dating app? And don't say that they weren't married. We know that's the first one that you're going to call in. Got a pair of tickets to see Travis Scott at the Kia Center this Wednesday, January 31st. Just tell us the biggest lie you've been told from someone you met on a dating app, and you can't say that they weren't married. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, the XL Mobile 41067. You can text, social media, live stream is up and running. We'll read your comments. We'll need to hear from you. Going to see Travis Scott, but you can tell us the biggest lie you've been told from a dating app. You told them, they lied to you. Tell it to us. $8:45. It is Johnny's house. It's Monday, cooler than it has been. Temperature kind of dropped this morning. It's 49, looking for a high of 61, and a lot of sunshine. Drew Barrymore got on a dating app, met with a guy who said he was a quarterback of the Rams. He was lying. All right, so we're trying to find out what's the biggest lie you've been told. Someone told you on a dating app, and for doing so, Got a pair of tickets to see Travis Scott at the Kia Center. It's going to be Wednesday. He'll be in town. Man, that's a lot of energy. His concerts, no joke. I was like, man. All right, we want to find out from, let me see here. Let me get it right here. Let's from Coco, let's say good morning to Erica. Erica, good morning.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Good, good, good. All right, biggest lie you've been told on a date now.
So I've been talking to this guy for weeks, probably about 7 weeks, and we finally decided to meet up. He had just got divorced. I got divorced. We had kids. Finally meet up, really liked him. He didn't have an arm. The whole time we were talking, he never bothered to tell me he didn't have an arm. I was just stunned.
But do you really think that was some, like...
I wouldn't tell you either. I ain't gonna lie, I would tell you.
I think you have to.
You
think? Yes. Talking like a week or two, but we had been talking for like 7 weeks. Like, I knew very personal, intimate things about him. Like, I liked him.
So that changed everything because he didn't have both arms?
You know what? It didn't change anything. What changed it is once we started talking about the fact that he didn't have an arm, he was very angry, and he had been in an accident, and it was his fault, but he had blamed it on the other person.
I think what he's trying to do is live as normal as possible.
Yeah,
you
those
know,
are
so he's not.
insecurities.
Yeah.
So
but
from like her angle, like it does. Okay, so it's not, take away the shallow part about the, like, you, because I know that's what you're thinking. Like, you don't like someone because they don't have both their arms.
Yeah.
It changes a lot of the things that you're capable of doing, maybe, that I might want to do, and I need to know that. That's all.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm cool with working around it. Maybe I'm not, but you got to tell me.
So, Erica, your thing was, we've talked about some very intimate stuff. We thought we had a level of trust that we were talking to each other. How can I trust somebody who tell me everything, but he roll up and he ain't tell me he had an arm?
Well, it just made me feel bad, like he didn't trust me enough to come out with the fact that he didn't have an arm, because at that point I liked him no matter if he had one arm or two arms. And then, of course, like I said, it changed once we got into the conversation. He got very
angry.
He was very angry and, like, needed some serious therapy about it.
Okay.
And then that's something you're going to take on as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So if he would have just said, you know what, I just wanted for you to like me first because some people are turned off by this, and I'm sorry, then you guys would have continued on with the relationship.
Yeah, even if he would have told me right before the date or at some point, instead of I just feel like that's something you should come out with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was shocked. I didn't know what to say. I was shocked. Like, I just felt betrayed.
Yeah. Did you tell him that?
I did.
And that made him more angry.
Yeah, he was just very angry about it. It was crazy. Like, it was like a whole nother person.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, you hold on a second.
Yeah, you don't have to open with it, but before we meet in person for the first time, you should say, "Hey, we've gotten to know each other. There's something you need to know."
I'm gonna roll up in there and say what?
So it doesn't shock you when you see it.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll up in there like nothing. Hey, how you doing? What would you like? You want some coffee?
Yeah, it's the anger part that sounds like it got to her, but that's just insecurities.
When you see somebody who has an anger issue and you see that flash of it,
that's scary.
Yeah, you got to run. Renee from Kissimmee, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, the biggest lie you've been told to on a dating app?
Well, expecting to see a female, looked like a female, walked like a female. I thought it was a female, and at the end of the day, she decided to admit that she was really a he, but claimed to have a sex change, and I didn't care to investigate. I just kind of sort of wanted to end it there. But she really insisted on being a female, although she really did look like a female.
But here's the thing: if she wouldn't have told you, you wouldn't have known until until things. So the date was going great. Y'all had great communication. Everything was rolling well. And then you say, "I need to tell you something." And at that point, you say, "Uh-uh."
Yes, yeah. It wasn't good, And, he was willing to pay for dinner. And I said, no problem. I got this. But, she was really insistent on paying. Usually what men do. We're usually the ones that want to pay for dinner. But, yeah, she just wanted to be nice about how she was going to let this whole news, get to my ears.
I mean, she didn't have to tell you.
No.
Mm-hmm. She didn't. He didn't.
Well, we don't. I mean, if she thinks she's a she, but
yeah. All right, you hold on. Ray, what they saying over there? Because you know how men like to pay for dinner.
That was the dead giveaway.
Yeah.
Because it just don't be trying to pay. We know how y'all are.
You asking to pay for dinner. Are you a man? Well, yes, I am. Are you kidding me? I knew it because you wanted to pay. I knew it. Gig is up. All right.
A lot of people saying that it's really not them in their pictures. It's just like they're being catfished like that. But somebody said that they told me that they were older. They said that they're around 22, 23. They were actually 19 years old. Now I feel like I have to check IDs when I meet someone.
Usually they lie age down. They don't usually lie age up.
And age is like one of the most common things. They said like 27% of people are lying about their age on dating profiles.
What they say, B? What they say?
Let's see. ExxonMobil powered by attorney Dan Newland in a wreck. Need a check. Call Dan Newland. A lot of people lied about their jobs.
Yeah.
Not necessarily their jobs, but how accomplished they are in said jobs.
Okay.
Like just because you work somewhere.
Yeah.
And then someone said photos. The guy said he had a full head of hair and everything, and he showed up no hair.
Mm-hmm.
Photos all had hair. But you walked in with no hair.
There's a term for that. Is it something where guys hide the fact that they're bald? There's a term for that.
Oh, really?
Hit me on the ExxonMobil. Nerese, what they say?
Yeah, we got Amanda K. She said that she encountered someone who didn't speak English as well as she thought he did. Makes sense because people will be copying, pasting, translating stuff. So
Okay.
yeah.
Erica, not because my man showed up and didn't have an arm. It's because he should have told you because you thought you liked him. Got a pair of tickets to see Travis Scott at the Kia Center on Wednesday, January 31st. For those of you lying on those apps, stop because they're going to call a radio station and let us know on Johnny's House.
Free never sounded so good. XL 1067, Orlando's #1 hit music station. WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
Orlando, it's Johnny Magic. It's time for us to pay your bills and win $1,000.
Enter this nationwide keyword now at XL1067.com. Money. That's money.
Your chance to win $1,000 13 times every weekday from 9 to 9. Paying your bills. It's XL 1067.
What's up? It's Doja Cat. Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
Johnny's House, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
1067.
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
Wow.
That happened to me.
What is happening
I think
today?
the room is dry.
Seriously, Alyssa Milano is getting hated on right now.
Why?
This is funny.
She started a GoFundMe to help raise money for a trip for her son's baseball team. So in the caption that she posted with the GoFundMe account, it says, "My son's baseball team is raising money for their Cooperstown trip. Any amount would be so greatly appreciated. You can read more about the team and make a donation here." People wanted to point out, she's been working pretty steadily in Hollywood for 40 years, and it is all about being a multi-millionaire on her own. All of her accounts and how she brags about herself. She's also married to one of the head of the Creative Arts Agency, a major Hollywood talent agency. She drives a $200,000 electric Porsche with a $14,000 custom paint job. So, yes, she's getting attacked for putting a GoFundMe account out there.
But
she's fighting back.
Okay, go ahead.
People are attacking her, but
Yeah.
she's fighting back.
She's worth $10 million.
Okay.
She says, "I'm getting media inquiries about whether I have financially contributed to my son's baseball team. I've paid for their uniforms for the entire team and the coaches, thrown birthday parties, and sponsored any kid who cannot afford monthly dues. The kids also do fundraising themselves, car washes, movie nights, and other fun things. Thank you to all who have contributed to the GoFundMe. You've made things easier for the boys and their families." So
Okay.
she's still saying, like, well, I did this, and I did this, and I did this.
My thing
So
is this.
why-
Hey, you don't want to contribute? Don't.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's tacky for someone worth $10 million
of course.
to ask for help to send her kid to an extracurricular. Let the kids fundraise. Great.
Yes.
But she probably is the wrong vehicle to push it.
To push it. And she was asking to raise $10,000.
Uh-huh.
As of last night, she received more than $11,000 in donations.
Wow.
So say what you want. She
said,
got her money.
"Thank y'all. Have a good day. I will disappear now."
Yes. But I'm like, oh, God, when people start pointing out all the things, or $200,000
Yeah.
electric
Oh, yeah.
Porsche and all that, I'm like, geez, it's
Damn, y'all had to get all up in my business like that?
not the look.
Being rich doesn't mean you have to front everyone's kid. I get that part.
No.
But she should have probably not been the vehicle to push the GoFundMe.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else should have actually made the GoFundMe, and then maybe.
Well, she has the reach, so that's why they did it. Because, look, she has 1 million followers or whatever.
All up
it
in
is.
my
For
business.
$10,000.
Like, share someone else posting it. Don't be the one to share it.
I don't know. So Jay Leno, I don't know if you saw this.
No.
He's filed for conservatorship over his wife. I guess she's battling dementia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's 77 years old, and Jay and Mavis have been married since 1980. And so he's filed for the conservatorship. There's going to be a hearing on April 9th, but she's progressively losing capacity and orientation to space, anything in her brain and all of that right now. So as he's saying is that she's fully capable of continuing some things in life, but she needs support.
Yeah.
And so he's filing for that right now. But they
Make
met
sure
in the
she take care of her.
70s at a comedy store in Los Angeles, and so they're happily
That's
together.
probably one of the hardest things a person has to do.
I know.
Is what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Man. All right. Miss any of today's show or any of the celebrity news, make sure you listen to the podcast right here on Johnny's House. 908 Johnny's house. We got some things that are trending. What are you working on, ma'am?
There is a camera that's been set up to spend 1,000 years taking one photo.
Really?
Yes.
All right, we're going to
I'll
find out
explain.
together next on Johnny's house. $9:12. It is Johnny's house. A lot of stuff going on. Reese, what is trending, ma'am?
All right. There's a professor from the University of Arizona who created an art and science project. It's called the Millennium Camera.
Okay.
So it's a pinhole camera that's standing right now in Tucson, Arizona, and it's facing like open desert land, some houses, like mountains in the back. And so this camera is going to capture a super long exposure shot that will be ready to be viewed in the year 3023.
What are they waiting to capture? Just how the landscape changes?
Yes, exactly that.
Okay.
Yeah. So the professor is hoping that, like, in light of the changes that's happening with our environment, like more houses are getting built, like our grounds are being dug into with climate change. It'll really like have the community think about the impact of
You
our
better
future.
hope you got some funding, because
yeah, that's crazy.
after one generation, like, who paying for this thing?
Yeah.
Cut it off. 50 years. Who did that? Shut it down.
Yeah, we've seen photos of 100 years ago. We don't care.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a viral story right now of a woman who was trapped overnight in a ski gondola. Have you heard about this
I
yet?
saw this.
No,
yeah.
I haven't.
She was stuck in a gondola for 15 hours in below freezing temperatures.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so she was skiing with her friends, and it was coming close to the end of the day, so she was too tired to go down, so she told the guys, like, hey, can I take the gondola? He's like, yeah, no problem. 2 minutes into the gondola, the ride shuts down.
They were gone for the day.
Yeah, that everybody was gone. Her friends reported her missing. She said that she was screaming at the top of her lungs for so long until she lost her voice. She had to rub her hands and her feet all night to stay alive.
Oh, somebody getting sued.
Oh, 1,000%.
My God.
I know.
Man.
New fear unlocked. For sure.
Dude was like, sure, go ahead. Like, he didn't really hear what she said.
But did they really search for her? Like, where did you see her last? The gondola.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's not check there.
Yeah, she didn't have any phone equipment, no nothing, so she couldn't be traced. Yeah.
She said she lost her voice. They could be looking up. She could go,
I know, but all you gotta do is shine a light to the gondola. Oh, okay, cool. She's up there. They didn't look for her.
I wouldn't throw a shoe because I'm like, well, if they don't see me, I'm going to be up here with no shoes
They,
on.
they didn't look for that girl.
I agree. They didn't look.
It looks like we may have the tallest building coming to America. The developer from California who announced the plans, it's called the Legends Tower. So the building will have about 134 stories. It'll stand 1,907 feet on the boardwalk of Oklahoma City. Which
Did they ever say why they chose Oklahoma City?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's supposed to represent the year that Oklahoma became a state, which was in 1907.
Yeah.
And it's also because it's surrounded by the basketball teams.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You build this building. It's the tallest building. You got to put offices or something in there.
Something. Yeah.
You can't put the whole town in there.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
What's the plan?
It's just actually.
There it is. All right, who wants to rent?
Nobody.
We got 130 floors.
If it does become successful, it'll be the 5th tallest building in the world. As of now, the tallest building in America is the Freedom Tower in New York. So
I can hear him now doing the tour. Look, this is floor 1 through 30. We're working on 30 through 130 as we go.
It's going to end up looking like the eyesore over
Yes.
on I-4. That's
Oh,
what it's gonna end
wow.
up.
Immediately what I thought of.
last but not least, we are getting about 118 new emojis. They're getting released with the new iOS 17.4 update. So some will include a phoenix, a mushroom, a chain. So have fun with it.
Nice.
Very good, very good. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about parents hanging out with your parents and things you've done that was unusual with your parents. Yeah, on the way, Johnny's house. 919, Orlando's number one hit music station is XL 106.7. It is Johnny's house. Sunny today. A little breezy. The heat is gone from over the weekend. It's 52, looking for a high of 61. So, Ray, you're following this other station in West Palm, and they followed a mom to what?
They were talking about Mommy and Me pole dancing class.
Okay.
Yes, there was a Mommy and Me pole dancing class, which, by the way, pole dancing classes are for exercise.
Well, there's competitive pole dancing competitions. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily what you're thinking.
No.
But there are classes that are what you think.
Yes. Well, there are some like seductive ones that you can you know.
I know someone who taught one, and it was to for relationships. Like if you wanted to do a dance or someone for your significant other, they taught you how to do that.
Yeah, that's probably not the Mommy and Me one.
I mean, but you're still doing things where you're like getting up on the pole and doing twirls and stuff like that. So I'm like, huh.
Okay.
It's pretty interesting. But somebody commented that there was like a 9-year-old or a mother was asking if her 9-year-old was too young to do that pole dancing class. I was like,
It's a bit young.
I mean, only if you let the son join the father and son dollar throwing class.
You want to throw it at this angle. Wow. So that made us think about some of the cool things that or weird things that you did with your parents. Nothing. My parents were straight parents. There was no, I am not your friend. We don't do cool things together. I am a parent. I parent you. My job is to tell you no 90% of the time. That's what I do as a parent. Hey, you want to go to the club? I am your parent. We don't go to clubs together.
Yeah.
It's me to tell you to go to the club and be back here at midnight. That is my job. So cool stuff? No. I had one beer in front of my parents in 60 years.
and you
like snuck it, didn't you? Your mom snuck it to
she bought me one.
Yeah, and you were well past drinking age.
Oh, well past it. Yes. Hey, we bought you a Heineken. Hey, all that's going to do is make me mad. Ray, cool thing you did with your parents.
I mean,
really.
My parents were always the cool parents growing up, so everybody always wanted to hang out with them.
Yes.
And now it's just like, ugh. But I mean, I've gone to concerts with them when I was younger. My first ever concert was with them, and I saw Seven Dust.
Yeah.
And my sister got kicked out for underage drinking. So,
But your parents were there.
But my parents were there.
And they were cool with it.
They were just mad that she ruined the show for us.
Right, yeah. The authorities weren't fine with it, but your mom and dad were fine with it.
The police like, hey, you're underage drinking. Hey, that's okay. That's my daughter. She's good. No.
No, they're like, well, y'all got to go.
All of it.
Yeah. So, I mean, well, my sister got kicked out, so my mom was like, we're not going to, like, leave her out there by herself. So, I think going to concerts, but I still think to this day, like, drinking with my parents is just so weird to me. Because my mom and dad get so loud and rowdy, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I can't imagine getting drunk with my parents. Can't imagine. I'm a very creative person. I'm a free thinker, and I can think of everything, but I cannot. There's a block or a wall there. Pop, you want to do a shot? Ah!
Yeah.
Do your parents never drank?
Yeah, they drank.
Okay.
They had little parties.
Just nothing you would consider doing with them. Okay.
My mom carried a red Solo cup around for years, and I'm like, this smells funny. This liquor.
That's mommy juice. Stay out of it.
B, what do you do? Cool things you do with your mom?
With my son, I don't think he could say I did anything cool with him. Now, we did have his first legal drink together, but drinking age was 18. We were in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
So he was 18.
Yeah.
But I didn't let him drink with me at the pool or anything like that.
But you did have like house parties that he could like hang out.
He could hang out.
Yeah.
But we
but
didn't
he
let
obviously.
we didn't let him partake.
Yeah.
But like my mom did.
Yeah.
Like we used to when we have like family parties, or we would always my family and my best friend's family were friends.
Yeah.
So we would like get like a block of rooms at this little beach motel, and it was a hole. But we would sit at the pool all day at the beach motel, and they would let us have wine coolers.
Yeah.
At the pool.
At what age?
15, 16. We couldn't drive, so we didn't have a car, so we weren't going anywhere. We were just sitting at the pool with them. But I would never let my son do that.
Yeah.
Like when my wife and I sit at the pool with our friends, we don't let my son have drinks.
Mind if I get one? Yes, I do.
And I've heard 1,000 times, you used to do it, so what?
Yes, you ain't me.
You run the rules.
We ain't do none of that. Never talking about you.
The same. My mom is the same as your parents. You know how there's the saying "fear in God."
Yeah.
There's the fear in my mom.
Oh yeah.
Like she did not play around at all. Like my friends were scared of her because she was just very to the books. Like we came to America.
Yes.
Like, you gotta live your best life, but like be safe and all this. So I was like, no partying with my mom, no none of that, no way.
Like Ray's parents were very welcoming. Hey, in the community kids. My dad wanted you to be uncomfortable, so you ain't you in here.
Right.
Hello, Johnny's dad. He didn't want you there, but he got kids, so he got to be there. It's like, hey, let's go to your house. Nah, man, we ain't gonna go to your house. They didn't play that stuff. I want to find out from you, what are some, now that you look back on it, some weird things you used to do with your parents, go to bars, party, gamble, whatever it is. We want to hear about the cool parents that you had. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. The XL Mobile is always available to text 24 hours a day. We want you to text now. It's 41067. We talk to the live streamers. They got comments and on social media. All right. What are some things that you did with your parents that you look back on and say, yeah, that was kind of weird? We want to hear stories on Johnny's House. It is 9:35. It is Johnny's house on a Monday morning, and it's going to get it to about 61. It's going to be, Brandon, you mentioned it's going to be in the 60s for like next 2 weeks.
We do get low 70s a couple of days, but we're not back into the 80s for at least the next 2 weeks.
So I hope you enjoyed the little spring we had.
3-day spring break.
Now it's back to winter. I want to find out, Ray's following this radio station, and they were following a mom who took her daughter to a Mommy and Me pole dancing class for exercise. Not for career choices, but for exercise. So we're going to find out what are some strange or unusual things you used to do with your parents. Cindy from Orlando, what's going on?
So I'm number 6 of 7 children, and growing up, it was actually one of the fondest memories I had of spending time with my dad. He loved horse racing. So on Saturdays, they would give the horse races on TV, and we would all 7 of us gather around the TV with Dad, and he would give us nickels, and we would bet on the horse races
that is
we
awesome.
thought would win. So at the time, it was just fun and spending family time together. But then until somebody pointed out after I was an adult that our dad was actually teaching us how to gamble.
Oh, yeah. So you know how to box them and the box 3 split and all that stuff. I don't know anything. I've seen people do it.
She's pulling the trifecta at age 8.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Wow. And how did you pick your ponies?
I was little. I was like 5 or 6, and I would just like the number.
And somebody told you, your dad teaching you how to gamble.
I like it.
But for you, it was good family time, and you enjoyed it with your family. There you go.
Exactly.
Okay. Don't let what people tell you change it. It was a beautiful thing.
No. It's still a fond memory I have with my dad.
Absolutely. Thank you, Cindy.
See, she remembers that, not getting evicted, so it wasn't a gambling
exactly.
problem.
Yeah, no,
She still
exactly.
paid her bills.
Exactly. Tina from Davenport, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good. Some unusual, strange things you did with your parents.
So I didn't partake, but growing up, my mom was a weed smoker. Not like the stoner type. She was pretty level-headed. She was a good mother.
Yeah.
But that was her choice. She didn't like drinking. And she would always be like, when you go to a party, I'd rather you guys smoke weed than drink and drive, because when you drink and drive, you don't know what you're doing and you're speeding. And now that I have kids, I never really did it. But now that I have kids, and I'm like, no drugs. I know it's legal. I know everyone has their thoughts on it. But my mom will be like, hey, can Christina watch the house? Tell her I'll, leave her some weed. And I'm like, Mom, she doesn't smoke weed. Stop trying to get my children to smoke. And it's just so funny because looking back, that was like her thing. And
yes. So your mom has smoked so much weed that it's not a big thing to her. Yeah. It's like, listen, tell her to watch the house. She can sit here and chill, smoke some weed, let her mind free. And
that literally is how it is. And it's just so funny because I never did it. And I think I didn't do it because she did it. So I'm like, no, I don't want to do what my mom's doing. So that kind of kept me on a straight and narrow.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was cool. You don't want to do what your mom's doing because then it's not really cool.
So, so your mom did it it can't be cool to smoke weed. My mom does it.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly. But it definitely is a fond memory. And I mean, even now, my kids joke about it. They're like, yeah, we know Grandma's house smells like weed. It's going to smell when you go there. But it's just hilarious, and it definitely is a fond memory.
That's a fond memory. So all those things aren't bad. It just was different. It was just different.
Exactly.
It was just different.
Well, back then it was bad though. Now it's legal, and everyone has their thing. But back then it wasn't. It was more frowned upon than it is now.
And you had to sneak it. You had to have a drug dealer. You had to find a weed man. Man, my weed man got busted. We need to find another weed man. All right, Tina, thank you. That was the biggest thing back in the day, boy. Your weed man get busted. Oh man, we need to find another one. From Orlando, Tyler. Good morning.
Good morning.
Some weird things you do with your parents.
So from when I was 16, my mom just let me smoke cigarettes around her. She didn't need to buy them for me. I was always able to buy them for myself because I looked a bit older. But when I was 16, we were going somewhere, and I had a car, but we were going in her car, and I went and grabbed my cigarettes out of the car and put them in my pocket. When I got into the car, she was like, "Did you remember your cigarettes?" I was like, "Yeah." And she let out this really deep sigh and just goes, "You can go ahead and smoke, whatever." She smoked cigarettes since she was a really young kid. So I guess she understood, and she smoked cigarettes then. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore.
So y'all be sitting in the car just smoking together?
Just smoking some cigarettes together.
Just smoking some cigarettes with my mom.
That's cool.
Smoking cigarettes. All right. Did you remember your cigarettes? Yeah, Ma. Because I'm tired of you bumming mine. All right, Tyler. Thank you, man.
Have a good day, guys.
You too.
Yeah, I remember when I used to smoke cigarettes because it was cool. And my dad one day was trying to catch me, and he was like, "Do you have a lighter I can borrow?" And I'm like, "Yeah, hold on." I'm like, "Oh." He's like, "Why do you have a lighter?"
For candles.
Yeah.
For candles.
He caught you.
Ooh.
Nicely done. What did they say over there, Ray?
Somebody said that party with my parents, never. A lot of people are saying that like that my parents smoked weed.
Yeah.
And they were like hippie wannabes.
Yeah.
So my first time smoking weed was with my parents.
Oh, dag.
My parents never smoked, drank, and considered most dancing a sin, so none of that.
Wow.
Most dancing. I'm just kind of curious which ones weren't the sin. Square dancing. Me, what they say?
XO Mode powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact. Need a check. Call Dan Newland. Someone said they went clubbing with their mom at 17.
Let's go.
They used to say that was
That's
her
scary.
sister.
Yeah.
Someone said they saw their first stripper with their mom at 16.
All right.
And then this is my favorite. Someone said when I was 16, I was actually pretty hot. My mom used to take me to this little tiny bar and use me as bait to get guys to come over so she could pool shark them.
Wow.
She said,
That's teamwork.
that's how we'd make extra money because we weren't able to support ourselves without the money. So nothing ever happened.
Yeah, yeah.
The little guys would come
Gonna talk
over,
to them.
and then she would hustle them.
I bet I can meet you in pool. No, you can't.
Yep.
All right, lunch.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Wow. And live streamers, Norris, what they saying?
Yeah, we got Juan. He says, my dad and I were bored one night and called a friend that was having a tattoo party. We both looked at each other, and we knew if we went, we would get one tattoos, and sure enough, they got it.
How old was he? Did he say?
No, that's what I was hoping that he would say, but I can't find it.
Dang. But one thing you understand from all these things that these people said, none of them who called in said it scarred them. And it was very fond memories of their parents. All right, it's 9:42. Sabrina Carpenter and Feather, 9:45. Johnny's house. Time for us to go, Ray. What you got?
I'm gonna do some laundry, gym today, and then the kids have gymnastics tonight.
Oh,
so.
Monday night gymnastics night.
Yeah.
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
Yeah.
Norris.
I'm gonna try to go to Disney today.
Are you really?
Just because I got a pass and I can.
Hey,
so why not?
If you listen to the show, make sure you listen to the podcast. You need to contact your family.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
just saying. All Friday, like, I'm going to go see my family. I know I'm
did
busy.
a lot of
I'm
working
going to be
this
busy.
weekend.
But
Right.
what was the event you missed?
It was my niece's 4th birthday party.
Wow.
She'll be four again.
She won't remember. She'll
She'll be four again. Don't worry about it.
I mean, 4 is just 4.
That's all
You'll
it
make it
is.
to the 5th one.
Yeah.
I should have asked my sister. I was like, did I really miss anything? She said, nah, you fine.
You know why your sister loves you? That's why she said that.
She does, bro.
Well, good luck going to that. I'm going to stop messing with you because I see it bothers you. I'm just,
No. I love it.
All right. B.
Nothing. Just a whole bunch of stuff around here, like a usual Monday, and then I'm gonna keep working out because I'm losing weight. I don't want to blow it. So
Ayo.
yeah, I'm back to doing that. I got $1,000 coming up in 14 minutes.
All right. Because of New Reese, I'm going to get off the show and call my mom, tell her I love her. And other than that,
I better do the same now, too.
Get to Ryan Seacrest. Have a beautiful day. Y'all will see you tomorrow.
What up, y'all? I got works to do, so I got to say bye. I'm just coming to say bye. All right, peace out. See you.